guys? Hi, how's it going? How you doing today? Hopefully today finds you well. Today I'm doing what I got for my birthday. This is basically my September haul because I do have a couple things in here that I paid for, but I do have a whole bunch of makeup products that I got for my birthday and I wanted to show you. I do hope that interests you, and if it does, please don't forget to hit the big thumbs up. That really does help our channels out here. With that being said, if you're new here, hi, my name is Donna. So happy to have you here today, and welcome to our channel. On this channel, I talk about makeup all the time. I do work in the beauty industry. I get a lot of education on products. I have a lot of brands that I am partnering with to, do what I do in the beauty industry. And I like to bring all that education to you. I like to review products here. I like to talk about beauty products here, and I hope that sounds like something you're interested in. I am a lover of all things colorful, high-end beauty and self-care, and just want to talk about it all the time. And you're my people. You're who I get to talk about it with. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I do hope that you'll want to stick around. You'll want to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell because I do upload content multiple times a week. And with that being said, let's roll into this haul. All right, guys. So first things first, I did purchase a couple items from FabFitFun. So FabFitFun has an edit sale. And if I'm honest with you, I went to Ulta Beauty today. I recorded another video that you probably see before this one. And I think I tell you in that video that I'm going to go to Ulta Beauty as soon as I'm done and go look around because I was itching to spend some money. I think I'm going to end up spending online because there are some things that I want to pick up. But there's very little these days that catches my eye. And that's sad to me because beauty is my life. Beauty is my thing. It's my passion. It's my soothes my soul place. And to walk around in Ulta and be like, I don't need anything. I don't want anything. Nothing here looks interesting to me today was so sad to me. And then really that's the way it's been for a while, not just in Ulta, but also I have some items here that I got because a gift was purchased for me that I already have. So I took it back, exchanged it for what I purchased instead. And looking around, I was just like, man, do I really want any of this stuff? And I think that it's come to this, right? I have all the things. I have already purchased all the things. So do I really need to purchase more things? I don't know, guys. I don't know. But when I got the information on the FabFitFun edit sale, like there was a couple products that I wanted to pick up, products that you can't buy really in store. I don't see them in store. So I did pick those up, and the total dollars that I spent on these 3 items was 38 bucks. So I was like, you can't beat that. You can't. This is the Touch in Soul No Problem Primer, and I did get this in a BoxyCharm many moons ago. I didn't think that I would love it, but I ended up using it, and I used it so quickly because I just love this primer. Like once I started using it, I couldn't put it down. I love this primer. It is super silky smooth, feels so good going on. So I had to pick this up. Brand new bottle of that. I don't need another primer. I also bought a highlighter. This is from Illamasqua. This is the Beyond Powder highlighter, and I thought it looked beautiful on the pictures, and I think that it looks beautiful in person, but I think it's more of maybe a blush topper than a highlighter. This is what the packaging looks like. Isn't that gorgeous? I just think that this is so luxe looking, so gorgeous looking, and it says Illamasqua right here, which I thought was an interesting little touch. And then this is what the highlighter looks like. Isn't that beautiful? It kind of reminds me of Hourglass, like a lot. It kind of reminds me of Hourglass. I think that it is beautiful. It's like variegated, like pink and peachy, but I do think that it is probably going to end up being a blush topper. I don't think that I can get away with this as a highlight, although I am wearing a pink highlight today, but it's one of the Stila Heaven's Hue highlighters. It's kind of like puttyish, and it looks fine. It doesn't look like it's, too pink on my skin. But I do think that this one will end up being a blush topper. Let me swatch it for you. Yeah, that's definitely a blush topper. That is it. Or even just like a glowy blush. That looks really dark on the like, yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to wear this, but I'm going to figure it out because that is beautiful. And I had to have it. I had to have it. I should think about these things a little harder, maybe. The last thing I picked up was this, and it is a bronzer, and it is from Vesca. And Vesca is on my brands to try this year. So, and I did my makeup inventory not that long ago, and I spoke about how I had enough room for bronzers in my life because I only had like so many, whereas everywhere else in my collection was just overrun. Bronzers isn't. So I went ahead and picked up this bronzer from Vesca. This is in, says Kissed By. I don't know, maybe it's on the packaging. I think that this box is beautiful, by the way. Beautiful presentation of it. And the packaging on it is also really just very simplistic, but also looks very luxe. It is just a white box, really soft plastic box. And this is what it looks like. And I think that this is a very pretty neutral tone blush. Bronzer. It's not super orange. It's not super yellow. I've been pulling for a lot of yellow bronzers lately. I found that I really like them. So I'm not mad at myself for doing that, but I have been picking out from afar, right, when I order from online, a lot of yellow tone blushes. This one looks very, very neutral. I love the packaging of this. I don't know, there's something about it that just speaks to me. It's like a little trinket box almost. So I really kind of love that. I got some socks from my alma mater. My college sent me socks for my birthday and a chapstick, lip balm. If you guys saw my collection, you know that I am a big lover of lip balms. So I'm also a big lover of warm, cozy socks. These are short socks, so I don't know how cozy they'll be, but they feel cozy. They feel nice and fluffy. And then I went to Ulta, and Ulta had, you know, a birthday gift for me. They also had a diamond gift because I rolled over into diamond status. And then I did purchase a couple things from Ulta. So let's get into the things I purchased from Ulta. Who didn't see this coming? These are Lisa Frank nail stickers. If you know, you know. I wear nail stickers here on this channel. I wear them all the time. I love nail stickers. The Dashing Diva, they're my jam. I change them out every 4 weeks. I'm currently in between nail stickers. And I think the biggest reason why I'm in between nail stickers is because I was waiting to do this video so that I could put one of these sets of stickers on my fingernails for this month, because it is Halloween and they are going to be looked at like, oh, it's a Halloween thing. No, it's not. I just love nail stickers, and I love Lisa Frank. Like, this is me living my childhood wildest fantasy. Having Lisa Frank on my fingernails is going to be fantastic. So I did pick up 4 sets of these, but I gave the unicorn set to my daughter. I have the alien set, which I think is so cute. I might put those ones on my fingers first. Then I have the little leopard set here, and then I have the tiger set here. So yes, of course I'm gonna buy those. Of course I am. The next thing I have are the 2 items that I got, and that were my birthday gift and my diamond gift. So I did get the Detox Dry Shampoo by Dry Bar. This was my birthday gift from Ulta Beauty. And then the diamond gift was a full-size Clinique foundation, or there was a bunch of different options that you could choose from. This is what I chose. This is the Clinique Even Better Makeup Broad Spectrum 15 Evens and Corrects, and this is in the shade WN30, which is called Biscuit. This is what the packaging looks like, and it is a full size, and this is the foundation. The thing I don't particularly love about it is the applicator dude here, but with that said, the Fenty Ease Drops has the same kind of applicator, and I've not had any kind of problems with it. So I just don't tend to like these because I figure they get really messy. I have a Dior skin tint that's the same way. So I was told by my fabulous friend at the Clinique boutique that because I like sheer to medium coverage, medium at most kind of coverage, that this was going to be the perfect fit for what I like in a foundation. So I'm really excited to try that. I've only ever tried one other Clinique foundation, and it was actually a skin tint, and I absolutely loved it, but I'm excited to try, or a tinted moisturizer, but I'm excited to try that foundation. So then I went to Sephora, and I went to Sephora because my partner, my love of my life, he bought me a beautiful Natasha Denona palette for my birthday. And you guys know I have a huge Natasha Denona collection. If you've been around, you know this. Well, last year, or maybe earlier this year, I bought the green brown and the purple blue from Natasha Denona's website because they were on sale, and I got both of those palettes for just over what I would have spent on the one palette. So I did buy them. Well, he went to Sephora and purchased the green brown for me for my birthday. And I love him so much for doing that, but I already had the palette. So in addition to that, they didn't wrap it like they wrap most Natasha Denona palettes. You know, when they come to you, they're in the cardboard and then in the box. And then the box is also padded with a bunch of paper, right? They didn't wrap it. So it came in just its box inside of a giant Sephora box, and it was broken. And I'm like, of course it's broken. It's Natasha Denona, doofus. Like, you've got to wrap this because they're super fragile. So anyways, it was broken. I already had it, so I did take it back to one of the standalone Sephora stores near one of my stores, and they let me exchange it for a gift card, and I absolutely didn't have to spend the money there. But I was so excited to be in a standalone Sephora store with Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona and Melt and all the brands that I can't get my hands on at Ulta Beauty in this, or in a, you know, Sephora at JCPenney's, which doesn't exist hardly at all anymore. I was just so excited to be in this store that I shopped around. I shopped around and I shopped around, and I got everything I wanted in that moment from that Sephora store using that card. So basically, he bought this for me for my birthday. So let's dig into what I got. So first of all, this was the birthday gift from Sephora. This is a travel size or trial size little tiny mini lip balm and Laguna bronzer from NARS. So this is what the bronzer looks like. I mean, it's just a baby bronzer. I just picked up another bronzer from them not that long ago. Was it a bronzer? No, I think it was a blush. So now I have the Laguna bronzer as well. So I have highlighters and blushes and bronzers by NARS now. I feel like complete. And then a little baby lip balm from them too. And this is also in Laguna. And this is what that shade looks like. It is just like a rosy tone brown, it looks like. I'm not going to test it out on my lips. I will put this in my regular balm stash though, because I can't imagine it'll be long before I want to pull that out. And honestly, you guys, if you've been around my channel, I think I'm going to disband the whole samples series because nobody watches them, number one, and because I just can't keep up with it, number two. I just can't. So I think I'm going to disband the sample series, which is why that's not going to go in my sample bins. So then let's get into the things that I purchased with the gift card that I got. So again, it was the Natasha Denona Green Brown palette. If you guys know anything about that palette, it's a $250 palette with tax. So in the States anyway. So I was able to pick up so many other palettes with the money that I got from that. So first things first, I did pick up the Natasha Denona Retro Midi palette because I have a fixation with Natasha Denona. I love her formula. I love her eyeshadows. I love her makeup brand, period. I love her. Let's be real. So this is what the palette looks like, and then this is what the inside of that palette looks like. I love that it's kind of warm but also kind of cool and purple. I think it'll pair well with even the Lila palette, which is warmer tone purples. I think that this will pair well with that palette, but I also think it will pair well with just about any other palette in her lineup. I'm getting to the point though where I really need to look at my Natasha Denona eyeshadows, maybe swatch every single one of them that are like next to each other. Lauren May Beauty has a channel here on YouTube, and if you haven't seen her, I'll link some of her videos down in my description box. She's amazing. I love watching her. She does a lot of creating her own palette with her singles, and she has a larger single collection than anybody I've ever seen on the platform. But a good share of her singles also come from the giant Natasha Denona palettes, because you can pop all of her shadows out of her palettes and rearrange them. I'm thinking of doing something kind of like that on my own, like just going through each palette and like swatching and seeing what colors are similar to others, so that I know, like, am I getting duplicates by having so many of the Natasha Denona shadows, or no? Because I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to think about that. I think I have like 12 of her palettes, and 3 of her minis and 2 of her larger, like 5-pan, full-size 5-pan eyeshadow palette. So I think there's a chance that there's probably some duplicates in there. So, but I'm happy to have that palette. I will continue to buy Natasha Denona because that is what soothes my soul. So there's that. I also bought this Glowish. Oh, was I doing palettes? Let's talk about this first. Glowish by Huda. So I've heard really great things about this, so I definitely wanted to try it. This is a multi-dew skin tint. I've heard good and bad, so I'm anxious to see how I feel about it. But the bad that I've heard about it is that it is too glowy. Which I can't imagine ever on my dry skin, anything making me look like an oil slick. This is in the shade Light Medium 04, and this is what it looks like outside of the packaging. I think it's a beautiful like squeeze tube. I love that it's got, you know, this kind of applicator where you can squeeze it out onto a palette or something, mix it up. I also like that kind of applicator, or you know, how to get it out, because then you can put it into, you can mix it with other foundations, which even the people that don't like it on its own say they love doing with it, is mixing it with another foundation to give it a little bit more glow. And I do that with all of my foundations almost, is mix them with each other. So super excited to have this in my collection as well. I also bought 2 melt palettes. Smug Sessions has been on my wish list for, I can't even remember how long. I can't remember when this palette first launched, but I know that it has been on my list almost the entire time I've been on YouTube, which has been 4 years. This is what the palette looks like, and then this is the inside, and oh, it's just such gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful greens. I was a little shocked, if I'm honest with you, that only 2 of them are mattes. I was a little taken aback by that. I don't know why I should have been surprised by that, because I think that's been said multiple times on the channels that I watch about this palette. I am so excited about this palette. It's not even funny. And then with this one, I kind of went back and forth, because I don't know if you know that about this, but the packaging on it, it has like that. Can you guys hear that? It has that weird like texture cover to it that like the Tarte Remix palette has, where if you tilt it just so, like, it looks different on the packaging. The feel of it, because I'm kind of a very tactile person, the feel of it is just gross. It grosses me out. But I love that it looks like it's moving, depending on how you look at it. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that. Maybe on the back. Can you see it better on the back? Yes. You can definitely see it better on the back. I love that about this kind of packaging, but touching it doesn't make me happy. It honestly grosses me out. It makes me want to puke just a little bit. So I'm holding on to it up here. I felt of it in the store and it kind of grossed me out. But here's the true tea. How beautiful is this palette? Like, I think of it much like maybe Urban Decay Honey. This reminds me a little bit of Urban Decay Honey, but I hate Urban Decay's formula for their regular shadows. So I think that this is beautiful. I cannot wait to put this on my eyeballs. I think that this palette with all of its mattes will go super perfect with this palette too. I think this is the perfect grungy fall. Look at these, look at these. Tell me this is not fall. Tell me this is not fall. And yes, I know these are old palettes, but if you guys have, you know, been on my channel for long or are familiar with my palette roulettes, familiar with my hauls, you know that I don't care. I don't care if the palette has been out for 40 years. If I like it, I'm gonna buy it. So I did, I bought it. And I am so happy to have both of these palettes in my life. And then the last one, the big daddy that I bought, which I wasn't even sure I was going to buy. And honestly, in pictures to me, it just kind of looked meh. And I've said over and over and over again that this is a brand that I could take or leave. You know, most people go crazy about this brand, but this is a brand that I could take or leave. I like most of the products that I've tried from this brand. I definitely have some favorites, but I also am not a fan of the mattes. Do you know who I'm talking about? If you're familiar, you should. But I bought it because when I went into that Sephora store and saw it sitting there in all its glory, I was like, oh my God, that is so pretty. And then I swatched it and I was like, yes, put that on my face. Yes, put this on my face. This is the Pat McGrath newest palette. I can't even remember what she calls it. Mothership. Yes, the Pat McGrath Mothership 9. Really? 9. Utopian palette. You guys. Like, online does not do it justice. You have to go into the store. You have to visibly see it. I am weirded out because this plastic has a bubble down here and I want to pull the plastic off, but at the same time I don't want to pull the plastic off because, you know, I mean, shit, it's Pat McGrath. And I don't know why I feel that way because I buy Natasha Denona and her palettes are just as expensive, but damn, not a black lacquer luxe box. So there's that. Look also just how beautiful this box is. I'm pulling this off because that bubble is driving me nuts. Beautiful black lacquer box, just like all of her other ones. Beautiful gold plating on the back. And then you open it up. Beveled mirror. Gorgeous beveled mirror. Look at these shadows. Like, just look at these shadows. Just look at these shadows. This one, look at that. Look at that. I can't. In the store, like, it was sitting there on its little display, calling my name. And you guys, this was the last one in the store. I was like, yes, please. I need it. I need to pick it up. I need to put it into my hands, onto my face. I need to pick it up. So I did. And that's what I got for my birthday from my man who bought me a Natasha Denona palette, and I went and purchased all this instead. One thing I really, really hate about Pat McGrath palettes is this. This is awful. Like, here's why this is awful. I'm really not opposed to her putting the names of the shadows on something else because I understand this is a big black lacquer box. It's beautiful and it's probably too pristine and too thin and too delicate to shave names into the box. But put this on a thinner piece of plastic so that we can put it into the palette in between the shadow and the mirror. because this doesn't fit in your palette. This doesn't fit anywhere. If you want to hold on to it, I have the other one for my other Pat McGrath palette in a little like file coordinator over here because it doesn't fit anywhere. It drives me effing bonkers. And I keep the boxes, but I don't keep the boxes on the palette. Maybe I should just keep the boxes on the palette. Maybe I should just go get the box for the other ones that I have. I don't think her quads have that. Do her quads have that? I don't know. I have the quad too in the big lacquer box, but I don't remember there being. Am I wrong? Tell me. So I can drill down for you some of the other things that I've purchased, that I purchased for myself for my birthday, without like really going into a whole lot of detail about it because it would probably bore you. But I think I told you in my last haul that I've like really gotten into journaling and not scrapbooking, planning again, decorative planning, because this is something that I used to do a long time ago, and I felt real at peace with my life during that time, felt real stable, felt a little less chaotic in my brain. I have really high functioning anxiety, and I refuse to take pills for it because I need to be cognitive of what is going on in my life, and I feel like pills just kind of numb everything. I really need to have structure. I really need to have structure in order to not like have anxiety about what's going on in my life or get like super overwhelmed. So I do have a digital planner that I utilize for work and home, but I also am very much a pen and paper kind of person. So I've really gotten into that again. So I did spend a lot of time perusing Michael's and Joanne and Hobby Lobby and all those places and bought about 20 sticker books over the last month. And that's a lot. That's a lot of stickers. That's a lot of stickers. But I'm loving it. I have bought a bunch of new pens. I bought a bunch of new highlighters and some dot markers. And yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it, if I'm honest. It's my latest obsession. And if you'd like to see a video on all those things, I would love to give you one of those videos. I know my friend JC commented in that last video that her, like, Virgo self got all wrapped up in thinking I was coming and was going to showcase a bunch of stickers and planners and stuff, but I can invite her over to my house and she can look at it there. But if you guys want to see it, please let me know. I would be happy to come to this video and show you all those things too. I'm not a planner channel. I'm never going to turn into a planner channel. I don't foresee that ever happening. Like maybe I could do a separate planner channel, but this will never become a planner channel because beauty is still my bag. It still soothes my soul. It is still what I want to be doing here on YouTube. But I did buy those things too. I spent a lot of money on those things. And then, and my mom gave me money to spend on those things for my birthday. So that is what I spent my birthday money on. And then we also got new phones. We went from Android to the iPhone 13 Pro Max. And as a family, we all have iPhone 13s. So I'm learning how to navigate an iPhone. I've never had an iPhone. I don't know anything about iPhones. And right now I'm kind of sitting in this place where I love it as much as I hate it. Like they're even. So I'm hoping that the love it hand goes up a lot further than the hate it hand does, because otherwise I'm going to take that iPhone and tell my friend Josh where to stick it because right now I just can't stand it for the most part. I also got an Apple Watch, and then I bought a whole bunch of clothes, but the clothes, I haven't received all of the clothes, and I did get a bunch of like TORRID cash for my birthday, for my loyalty, and then it's like point perks at Ulta, right? You get a bunch of points for loyalty at Ulta. With TORRID, you get cash, TORRID cash. Works very much the same way, except for with TORRID cash, you have to spend as much as you are purchasing in the TORRID cash. So if you have $200 in TORRID cash to spend, you have to spend $400 on products to take that $200 in TORRID cash off of the total. I had $300 in TORRID cash, I do believe. So I got $600 worth of stuff for just about $300. So so excited about that. It was a little bit less than that because I did have some rewards as well to use, which are different than towards cash. So I think it was like $283 or something like that, tax and shipping total, sent to me $600 worth of product. I'm still waiting on one bag of clothes to get here, but I will do that haul separately. You guys like it when it's a try on haul, but it will be plus size clothing. Anything over a size 12 is plus size, which is crazy to me. And I wear a 14 extra large or large depending on the item. So that is what all those clothes are. So if you don't want to watch a plus size haul, know that it's coming, and I'm not asking you to watch it, but I'm going to try and do a try on haul so that everybody can see it. Most of the items that I purchased that I currently have, I am super happy with, but there's a couple items that I'm not super happy with. And one of them is a pair of shoes. Did you all know that when you lose weight, your feet also change? I had no idea. I bought this pair of shoes. I knew that my regular shoes were feeling kind of loose on me, but I didn't know what that was all about. I just thought that they were getting old and I had broken them in and they were too broken or something. I don't know what I thought. I didn't think my feet had changed size. I bought a pair of shoes from TORRID in my regular size, and they are so big. I'm like, what happened to my feet? I was talking to my nutritionist about it the other day, yesterday, as a matter of fact, and she's like, yeah, when you start to lose weight, your feet change. Yeah, but the bones don't. My feet have always been this size. Like, I don't understand. They've never been fat feet. I've never had fat feet. They've always been very thin Barbie feet, no matter what size I was. And now they're not as long as they used to be. That just doesn't make any sense to me. None. I also, before I left, wanted to make sure that you guys know I had a giveaway going on my channel for all of the month of September. I do this every year on my birthday, and I am happy to say that I did pull a winner out of the comments that were on my channel and the Instagram post, and I have a winner and she has responded, and we will be sending out her package within the next couple days. And I am so excited to say, Christy, thank you so much for being an avid subscriber to my channel. I'm so happy that you won the giveaway, and I am so happy to get this stuff to you out of my home into your home, and I do hope that you enjoy it. So congratulations, Christy. I'm so happy. I'm so excited for you, and I hope that you love this stuff when you get it. And with that, you guys, that's all I have. That's all I got for you. So I hope that you enjoyed the video, and again, I hope that you will give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. I hope that you'll want to stick around. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, get notified every single time I upload, because I do upload quite frequently. And I just hope that 2021 is treating you all kindly. I hope that you and yours are well, that you're safe, that you're good, and you're doing your best in this chaotic world that we're living in right now. I also hope that you all are loving each other, but loving each other from afar. And until next time, bye friends.